Have you seen Killers of the Flower Moon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did they mention the diabetes?
I don't remember, but I remember learning that.
Yeah, no, because his wife.
Yeah, she's diabetic.
Yeah, she's
That's
diabetic.
right.
Yeah, she's diabetic.
And like, you know.
And that's why
he's giving her
fakes
that poison.
Yeah.
One way to spoil.
That was a movie that should have been like a series.
It was too long.
It was
I
both
loved
too
it,
long
but
and
it
not
was-
long enough.
That's
Yeah, I
fair.
get what
You know
you're
what I
saying.
mean? Like that should have been 10
Yeah.
hours.
That's
Yeah.
true. That would have been sick.
And then they like, because there was just, it feels like the second half of that movie, you're like, what? Okay.
It
There's
really
just, like
ramps
the
up.
feds show up, and then like all of a sudden you're like, there's a court case, but you're like zooming through the court case. And
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
I don't, what's going on?
Yeah, it
That's
should have been
true.
like a 6-episode HBO miniseries.
Yeah.
6
where they could,
hours of that. I mean, I'd love that. I
Yeah.
really
It'd be
liked the
great.
movie. It was like 4 hours. It was in 3.5 hours. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I told you I saw that with two black people, like screaming at the screen. I saw it.
Screaming about what?
First of all, they left like 30 minutes in. They'd had enough, but the first 30 minutes.
The idea of seeing like a very beautifully done artistic film with black people in the theater
It's
is
so
because
fun.
it's like they're still reacting like it's a horror film. Like, there's a black guy behind you during Manchester by the Sea. Man, this motherfucker droopy as hell.
But I saw the Killers of the Flower Moon, and like there's the scene where she gives him a hat, you know.
Yeah.
And the guy in the back goes, "Oh, he looking fresh." Ooh, then he went, ooh. He's like trying it on and shit, and then they get stuck. This is right before they left. They get stuck in the thunderstorm, and it's implied they're gonna have sex when they get stuck in the house with the the rain and they're drinking or whatever.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, he finna get some." And they just left.
He injects his wife with poison. That ain't right.
Dude, I was like,
That ain't right.
I was like mad that they were yelling, and then when they left, I was like a little bit like, damn, I kind of want to
Yeah, because
hear a little bit more of this through this 3.5 hour movie. I'm just interested. I want to know how this guy feels about this movie.
Well, it is funny because they're not like wrong.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He is finna
Like,
get some.
He is finna get
He's
some.
definitely
and
finna
that-
get some.
That is like, it's funny because you sit down in a movie like that ready for it to just like decimate you. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm fully here to get like just
A big wave of
obliterated
emotion.
by emotion.
Yeah.
And someone's just like, damn. You know what I mean? Like the hat, which is supposed to be this gesture, probably plays like is like a theme throughout the movie.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
You're like, damn, that's like really like great filmmaking. Like fucking sick hat.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
You
I guess,
realize
I
how
guess
dope-
that really is all this is.
Yeah, you realize how corny you are for like searching for metaphors.
For scrutinizing
You're like,
it.
no, the hat's sick, and you're like, fuck, you're right.
Yeah, the hat
kinda
is
sick.
That's a cool hat. You're right. I feel like I like fried myself a little bit with drugs in college, and then experienced like, what's it called, where you depersonalize?
Disassociate.
Yeah, it's one of the-
Derealization
So yeah, dude, that
or
shit.
depersonalization.
I don't know the difference, but like literally, it felt like I was dreaming all the time for like a couple days, and I was like, "This is bad." I was like, "This is
Yeah.
horrible."
Yeah.
Just from taking fucking ecstasy and stupid
God.
bullshit and.
Yeah, there is like a limit with that stuff where you get like too introspective
Yeah, and then nothing. Now you're just completely your head.
and you're just a person watching yourself all
Yeah,
the time.
it's
Yeah.
And
freaky as
just
hell.
not
Dude.
good.
I
That's
remember
crazy.
driving and being like I woke up, but it was bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
my
was
bu-
really freaky.
my friend doesn't do any like party drug. He'll just smoke a little weed, and it's been for like 6 months now. And he was always like, for somewhere where you're doing something, he was always like, oh, I'll do some. Now he's like, no, because he did Molly, and then he was like, I felt nothing for like 2 days. He was like, just nothing.
Muted nothingness.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like a sociopath, and it
Yeah.
freaked him out.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was like, I wasn't sad. It was just like nothing.
yeah,
I
it's
got
crazy.
Nothing left in the
It's like
tank.
your emotions have been neutered.
Yeah, and you get that feeling like when you're driving. It's like watching a cat like lick its paw or like do something. You're like, what's motivating the cat
Yeah.
to do that? You're like watching yourself driving, being like, what's keeping me on the road right now?
yeah.
What
It's
is-
so fucking weird.
What is actually
Yeah, and then you just realize you're just this bag of like muscles and neurons, and you're like, what the fuck, Jesus. Like, and I'm having that as like background thought. I'm not actually engaged in that. It's just like
right?
static noise is like the majority of what's
Right,
going
right.
on.
What's keeping me moving down the
so
road?
I shouldn't have
and
taken all
between
those
the lines
drugs.
right
Is
now.
the whole
Yeah.
point of all that, dude. I shouldn't have done so much Molly in college.
Well, it's like anything else. You need a little bit of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have done a little
so you get a lay of the land.
because it's awesome.
But don't spend too much time there.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta.
Otherwise,
What's Leary
lose
said,
yourself.
you know, get the message, hang up the phone.
Yeah.
That's what Timothy Leary said. Yeah, he said, if you get the message, hang up the phone.
That's great.
That's
What every
brilliant.
hippie's doing. They're like, hello, like it's like psychosis. Like
There's the boomerang one too.
boomerang.
Your mind's like a boomerang. If you throw it far enough, it's not gonna come back.
Yeah.
Like you can push it too far.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, where it's like now you
No, you're just
too
cooked.
much. Now
You're just
now,
cooked.
now you're there.
I
Yes,
met those
yeah.
people, dude. Those people are scary, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
truly fried out hippies. I was just taking a bunch of mushrooms and crap in college. And
Well, because they get stuck in that place
for
and
whatever
then,
reason.
and then they have to like justify that place is actually a good place to be.
yeah,
And you're like,
yeah.
It
It's
isn't.
not, dude.
It's not a good place.
Yeah.
It's you should be able to hug people aggressively and not
Well, it's also like
lose your
okay,
goddamn
maybe
mind.
there. You also get stuck in this thing of like everything has some meaning, some deeper meaning. and
Dude,
you're
yeah,
like,
which is totally psychotic.
It's
You're
crazy.
looking at the symbolism of the way you drank your coffee this morning, and you're
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
Yeah, it's like no, you
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
be able to live boring moments
Yeah.
and just live them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
live
be
'em.
mundane
Yeah, yeah.
and
Put my
whatever.
shoes
Yes.
on, I'm drinking
Yeah.
my,
You
my
need
beer.
the black people in the movie theater of your mind.
He driving. Oh shit, he driving.
This motherfucker looking at his phone before he get out of bed.
Damn, he having a good time driving too.
Hey man, look at that.
Ooh,
Man.
he fast.
Look at that man, all in between the lines and shit.
Hey, thanks for watching the clip. If you want to see the full episode of me and my pal here fucking off, click here.
Like and subscribe to this channel. Also, like and subscribe to our regular podcast channel, Stuff Island.
Stuff Island.
And then we got patreon.com where there's hundreds of hours of like more stuff. We got cooking stuff. We got VR stuff. So check that out on patreon.com/Stuff Island.